Hey guys, this is Danielle, your Celestial Piper Soldier of the Watch. I wanted to check in with y'all because I know that I haven't been on that much. The summers are a little crazy, having to take my son to football and all that wonderful stuff. No excuse really for last week, except I was being quite lazy. I am experiencing symptoms of a flare, which really stinks, and I don't want that to come. So I'm just kind of not claiming that. My husband's doing well, so I wanted to let you guys know that he's doing good. He's healing up. The wound is healing as well, which is really good. He's able to get in the hot tub, so that makes him happy. Sadly, though, the physical therapist said that his back is like horrible and that he'll probably be in and out of surgeon's office the rest of his life. His low back, the lumbar area, is completely concave, so it's like goes like in real bad. So like if this is your spine, his is like this, and then his thoracic, which is the upper back, is like straight. And he does have another area that's like a ticking time bomb, that we hope will not the same thing won't happen there that happened with the one he had to have surgery on. But we're not claiming that. I know how powerful the body is. I know how powerful we are because that's our wonderful creator, our wonderful Papa in heaven has given us that power. Remember, Yeshua said that we would do greater things than him. So why are we snuffing out that power within us? We have the power to heal our bodies. Now, there's other things that have to come with it. Today, I watched a video of John X, and he is truly woke up. Not just on the conspiracy angle. Spiritually, he is woke up. Now, I know some of you guys won't exactly agree with a lot I've been researching and coming to know knowledge-wise. And that's okay. All of our journey is different, okay? You know, my reality, my journey is mine, and your reality and your journey is yours. But it was pretty awesome. In fact, he made me like, as soon as I was done the video, I just wanted to go and meditate. And with that, I did. So I wanted to share some things I received in prayer and meditation. And I thought that it might be pretty empowering for you guys. I know it was empowering for me. I wish I could remember exactly the words I was receiving, but I wasn't in a position where I was able to write it down. So I do need to, I got a picture of an elephant, a vision of an elephant. I haven't looked that up yet, so maybe you guys know what that could be. I don't know. It was just the frontal view of an elephant. His trunk was down. I also had received that it was just a reminder that we are more than this body. We are so much more than this body. What is within us, what God has created, is powerful. It is amazing, and it's just like mind-blowing. And so we got to get past this meat suit. We got to get past this container for our spirit, our soul. We are a piece of Papa, and therefore we're pretty amazing. I think we've allowed dogma. Actually, I know dogma, religion, regardless of what kind, whether it's Christianity, Hindu, Buddhist, Jewish, whatever. Okay. There's so many different religions. I don't even know how many, but I know there is like a quadrillion or so. But we have allowed that to suppress what is in us. Now, some of you guys might not agree, but one of the messages I received was, do not allow dogma and religion to keep you from who you truly are. Now, I know me, for a good while there, I lived in guilt. Like I could never do anything right. And I never felt like I could measure up, right? Even though I knew that greater is he who is in me than he who is of the world, I was so trapped, and you can see paint on my arm. Total artist here. I was so trapped in the whole, and I'm so anti-religious. That's the funny thing. But I was so trapped in the whole dogma and religion of things and what I was taught by man, not so much by what the Bible says. And then, my opinion with some of the Bible. And we're not going to go into that. I have other videos that you can go look at if you're curious. But yeah, so that pretty much snuffed my light out. And the word says to shine your light before men so they know your good deeds and know it comes from your Father in heaven. So if I'm snuffing my light out because I'm my worst enemy, sitting there throwing guilt at myself, saying you can never measure up and blah, 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 I'm not growing spiritually. So I want to encourage you guys to remember that, we're in this wonderful 3-dimensional world. Okay. Yes, I'm being slightly sarcastic there because me personally cannot wait to go home. But be encouraged. Just be encouraged, because greater is he who is in us than he who's of the world. Don't forget the power that is within you. The kingdom is within you. Don't forget that, because it strips your power away, and we are powerful beings. If all of us were to wake up to the divine nature, the light that is truly in us, we would be a force to be reckoned with. And that is why they who will not be named want to suppress that by all the wonderful, horrible, conspiratorial ways that they knock us down. And that doesn't even go, I'm not even talking about the unseen stuff, right? And let's see. I want to also encourage that, and I have found this ever since I've gone on this spiritual journey of mine, that I'm manifesting things. And I don't mean, being greedy. Like, I'm going to manifest $1 million and it's going to pop in my hand. No, what I'm saying is if you truly believe, that's what faith is. If you put your faith into something, it can truly happen. Okay. And so whatever it is that you want for your life, or whatever it is that you want in whatever season you're in, or whatever place you're at right now, have the faith that it will happen. Remember, it's in you, right? And I'm speaking to myself right now. So those were some powerful messages given to me today. And I know they were much needed, even though I knew these things already deep down inside. Sometimes we just got to knock on Danielle's head and say, yo, wake up. This is how it is, right? So I just wanted to encourage you guys with that. Also, speaking of like this mind-blowing stuff, how many of you out there are watching Stranger Things? I absolutely love it. We're on season 3. I think I have like 2 seasons left to watch. 2 episodes left to watch. And I've gotten into, thanks to Nightblade, into this other show called Dark. So I've finished the first season of that, and I've started the second season. And they're kind of similar in some ways with the whole weird reality kind of stuff. It makes me think of CERN. So yeah. So with that, there's an article I want to share with you guys, and I will put the link down in the detail screen. Nightblade actually shared this with me. So it says, could 2019 be the year humans open the first portal to a shadowy dimension which mirrors our own world? And this just reminds me of something else I received, and I'll tell you that shortly. Scientists in Oak Ridge National Laboratory in eastern Tennessee, they have completed building, or at least they hope so, equipment there to test this summer, which may allow us the first glimpse a parallel universe, which could be identical in many ways to our own, with mirror particles, mirror planets, and possibly even mirror life. So, according to Leah Broussard, the physicist behind the project, who described the attempt to reveal a hidden shadow world as pretty wacky, in an interview with NBC last week, the discovery of a concealed mirror world may sound like science fiction from the Stranger Things series, but it has been repeatedly suggested by physicists as a tempting means of explaining anomalous results. However, as yet, hard evidence such as a realm that exists has refused to manifest itself. Has it really? That's my question. One set of anomalous results, and the ones which inspired the research, date back to the 1990s when particle physicists were measuring the time it took for neutron particles to break down into protons once they were removed from an atom's nucleus. Two separate experiments saw neutrons break down at different rates instead of decaying and become protons at exactly the same rate as was expected. Let's see if I can just skim through this. So they say that the particles fired out in the stream from nucleus reactor lived on average 14 minutes and 48 seconds, which was 9 seconds longer than those from the bottle traps. I am not a scientist, nor do I really have a scientific mind when it comes to this stuff. So I will leave the rest of that part for you guys. But it does say the existence of a mirror world offers a credible explanation. So there are two separate neutron lifetimes, and it could be that around 1% of neutrons could be crossing the divide between our reality and the mirror world before crossing back and then emitting a detectable proton. So this new experiment's going to fire a beam of neutrons at an impenetrable wall. On the other side of the wall, a neutron detector will be set up, which normally would expect to detect nothing. But it does register the presence of neutrons. The theory is that they may have gone through the wall by oscillating into a mirror world, becoming mirror neutrons. You have to ask yourself, how do they know these things? Like, what have they come across that would even plant this theory in their head? You know what I mean? And then we all know that the predictive programming that is in these movies and TV series is a lot of times dead on. We watch old stuff from long ago, and then we see that we have the technology now, or whatever it is. So they said if you discover something new like this, the game totally changes. Existence of a mirror world could also explain our universal's lack of the isotope lithium-7, which physicists believe doesn't match the quantities the Big Bang would have created. The detection of high-energy cosmic rays, which come from beyond our galaxy, could also be explained by the existence of the mirror world. That is interesting. And they are too powerful to have traveled only through the observed universe, but if they had oscillated into the mirror realm and then back out again, it could explain why that is the case. So, as they call it in Stranger Things, is the upside down. So I do want to share this before I forget, but when I was in a prayer meditation, I saw a portal. Okay, now some of you probably think I'm just nuts, but guess what, guys? I have visions. If I'm crazy and that's the reason why I have them, so be it. But I have visions. And let me tell you, a lot of these come true. And I heard within my spirit that they've opened. These portals have opened. So what if these scientists either know that they've opened something and they're just saying they haven't? Okay, like this mirror world or whatever. Or they've unknowingly opened it. Curious about what your thoughts would be. I think I've shared this before with you guys. My mom had gotten very, very sick. And it had a lot to do with coming off certain medications and things like that. And you know how I feel about that stuff. And she was trapped in her mind. Now, she could look right at you, but her brain was somewhere else. So she would look at me, and she was looking at me as like this nasty person, this mean person, and which was quite the opposite of what she would see me as. And when she, after a week or two, I think it was like 2 weeks. I mean, I thought, I wasn't sure what was going to happen to her. I was so worried. When she was finally back to herself, she said, "Danielle, I have to tell you, I was in this other place." So I'm listening, and she's like, "It was like a world that was opposite of this world. Like, we had doubles. It was a place where we had doubles." Could she have gone into another reality? She said that I was just this nasty, mean person. And the place that she was at was like a hospital, but it was horrible. Now, where she was, the hospital she was at was wonderful, and they treated her great. It was wild. I wouldn't be a great person to explain all that she dealt with, but they wouldn't let her go through this one door. Interesting, right? I'm wondering if they were trying to keep her from coming back here. Who knows? There's so much we don't understand. I mean, I know a lot of you agree with me. There's definitely different realities, different planes, parallel universes, whatever. Okay. I think that, everything that we do chooses a certain road. So, like, if we make this choice, we go this reality road. If we make this choice, we go this reality road. You know what I mean? So, and they probably intertwine. Who knows? Half the things we could probably be seeing in the corner of our eye could be from those realities. Who knows? It's mind-blowing. It's really hard to kind of wrap your mind around that. But I wanted to share that with you guys because I thought, whoa, that's absolutely crazy. Anyway, and it could be just as simple as that. Crazy. I'm not a scientist, like I said. However, I do a lot of thinking. So, anyway, tell me what you guys think about that and tell me your thoughts. Maybe there's stuff that you know that would be awesome for me to know because I am like a sponge and just want to absorb every bit of information I can about spiritual stuff, about this kind of scientific stuff. I'm a late bloomer when it comes to science, but there is such a parallel with being, with the whole spiritual thing and the science world that we're coming to find. So, well, some of us are coming to find, others have already known. So go ahead and share your comments below and let me know what you think. So again, this is Danielle, your Celestial Piper, Soldier of the Watch. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And hopefully soon me and Mike will be back on together to blow your mind some more. Okay, guys, I absolutely love you and adore you and know that you're always in my heart. You're always in my prayers. Sending light and love your way. Peace out.